Hey there folks, welcome back to Debs. In the last video we talked about HTML head tags and body tags, and in this video we are going to talk about HTML headings and texts. So what are headings? As the name suggests, headings are used as titles in web pages, and they're important because headings are a major factor in which search engines rank web pages. Now, how do you write headings in an HTML document? It's fairly simple. There are 6 kinds of headings ranging from H1 to H6. Now the H1 heading or the H1 tag has the largest default font size and the H6 one has the smallest. This is kind of obvious. So how do you write that in VS Code? Let's begin. So just like I showed in the last video, I just create a new file and name it index.html. Now what I want to show you is you put an exclamation mark and there you see it's written emit abbreviation. Just hit enter. It gives you a boilerplate code which makes it easy for you to begin writing your HTML code. In the title, let's just say headings and texts, and in the body I want to give the heading tags. So let's start with H1 and it auto closes. I'm gonna say Tabs. H2 tag Tabs. And what I want to do is I want to copy line down. If how do you do it? You just go to settings and go to command palette. Here you have to search for copy line down. I changed it to Alt D. You can change it through this settings button. I changed it to Alt D, and after you press Alt D it will just copy the line downward. It's very handy. And yeah, so I'll just change these tags. Okay, and there's gonna be another one, H6. I'll save it and let's see in the browser, shall we? So okay, so again the go live button was not there. I had to close VS Code and open it again. I don't know why. So just click on go live and yeah, it opened. So see, the default size of H1 is this. You can change the font size though using CSS, and we'll discuss it later on when we learn CSS. So H1 is default, H1 font size is this, H2 is this, H3 and this is H4, H5 and H6. H6 is really small. I personally don't really use beyond H3. H4, H5, H6, I'll just, you know how that is. They are really small and I don't really use them. Okay, as you can see here, the headings from H1 to H6 vary a lot, and as I said, you'll barely need headings beyond H3. So folks, that is all you need to know about HTML headings. Now let's move on to texts. Okay, the most common text tag is the P tag or the paragraph tag. Anything you write inside the P tag is anything you write inside the P tag will come inside a paragraph. If I save it and go to my browser, you'll see here there's this whole thing written inside a paragraph. Now there's a span tag. What does the span do? If I write lorem again, now lorem is just boilerplate text or dummy text that VS Code provides. If you need 400 words, just write 400. It will give you 400 word. I don't need 400 words. I just need what, 50. Yeah, save it, go back to the browser, and this is what span does. What span does is it does not form a new line, or it does not form a block element like paragraph does. I'll just show you something. If I change span with the p tag and use the Nemo word here as span, or this part as span, I'll save it and go back to the browser. You won't see a change. This happens because the span element doesn't mean anything on its own. Span is mostly used to give CSS styles. You see, when you learn CSS, you'll see that we use classes to specify various pieces of code, and span tags come in handy then. Now, there's strong tag. Strong tag makes text bold, as you will see here. See here, you can see this part. This word has been made bold by the strong tag. I'll just make this a bit bigger so that you can see properly. Yeah, see here, this part has been made bold, this part. Now there's the em tag. The em tag stands for emphasis and emphasizes texts, as like this. See, it is used to give the italic style to text. Then there is a subscript tag. Let's just create a new paragraph tag, and let's just say H subscript to O. Oopsie. O. Save it, and you have a to subscript. Now, like subscript, there's also superscript. If I change sub with sup, save it, and there you have it, a superscript. Now this is looking unnatural, so what I'll do is I'll just give 20 subscript square equals 400. See, that's it. It's mainly used in mathematical equations, and it comes in handy sometimes. Now let's give another p tag, and I need some lorem text here. Let's do 50. Now what if I want to strike through some of the text? There's the del tag for that. I take the del tag and put the closing tag here, save it, and see, this is your strike through text. What if you want to underline a text? There's the insert tag. Save it, and there you have it, underlined text. And there's also a tag called mark. Now what mark does, it highlights text. Let's take some lorem data and put mark in there. See, there's it. You have highlighted texts. So that was it about texts. Now let's go over this one more time. The p tag is the most used tag you will come across in VS Code, or in HTML, sorry. The span tag does not mean anything in itself. It's mainly used to give CSS styles to certain blocks of code. Strong tag makes texts bold. EM tag, or the emphasis tag, makes text italics. There's the subscript tag, or the sub tag, which gives you subscript text. There's the sub tag, which gives you superscript text. The del tag gives you a strike through text. The insert or the ins tag gives you an underline text. The mark tag highlights text. So folks, that was it for this video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more such content, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye folks.